fast enough, maybe it'll stay cool.
Right.
Whatever reason that doesn't work again.
Every now and then, Joyce checks in, see what we're doing, just because she can.
Yeah.
And last week, she said she checked in the first time, and we're all doing our thing. And a little while later, she checked back, and there was nothing. She could get nothing. I was like, well, shit, you ever see that? Fucking text me. I'll fucking let them know.
You know why, right? Last week the power went out.
Yeah.
Remember, we literally set up the light and the power
Right,
went
yeah.
out. We were just like playing in the dark.
No, that wasn't.
Yeah, that was last week.
Mm-hmm.
That was last week. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So yeah, I had two other people like, yeah, dude, I checked out. Like, I just periodically checking the stream. I'm like, well, watch it.
Yeah.
So just watch it. What were you doing?
Yeah.
Well, I was doing stuff around the house. I'm like,
Well, fucking watch it.
so you
Turn it on,
turn
listen.
it on and watch. A lot of it's audio. It's podcast format.
Yeah.
Just enjoy. Trying to make sure this isn't overbearing, but I want it on still. Making sure that audio is not like overbearing. But yeah. So people are like, oh yeah, we lost it. I was like, yeah, we were in the dark.
We did nothing. It's like, oh.
Yeah. But really fun. So yeah, last week the power went out, and we obviously sorry you guys missed it, but we weren't just gonna be like, all right, well we're done for the day. So we threw up some phone lights and played in the dark with no stream. But I'm trying to think of everything that happened. So after the power went out, I know I started to mess, and I wasn't like trying to mess with her, but Mist started to play around with attempting to navigate the idea of will and people's ability to overcome things naturally. Understanding things like your second wind, where you can just force yourself through damage. Understanding how people can take short rests and recuperate from damage taken and stuff like that. How with the right mindset you can get through anything. So I used my infusions to give her the sensation that she was surrounded by smoke, as well as the sound of fire. So just to give it another aspect of that. And then I gave her a placebo, and at the same time removed the infusion that's made it to where she smelled smoke. And so she thought that the placebo was helping her. Shortly after that, she rocked some con saves and started to basically have the disease regress into a less dominant form. She's now physically feeling the warmth, but she's not really dealing with the fire and any of that stuff. Just physically feeling the warmth. Yeah. I checked the audio too.
Go.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, you can always follow. But so I tested with that and got good effects. We built up the wall of Crossroads. So we spent a total of, I think, like almost 10 days downtime. We built up this full wall. We reinforced these walls here and put a archway in them with a mobile gate. I don't remember what I drew it on, but it's basically just two wheels and then a reinforced plating piece that just moves over the archway. to reinforce that so that we have a pretty solid barrier around the town. And we're building up a road around the outside. I feel like that was the primary thing we did. Other than we also talked about expanding into or delving into the sanitarium. I feel like that was the majority of what we had discussed and done. I don't know if there's anything else you guys can think of.
It's about right. Did a lot of work on the wall.
Lots of rolls and work for the wall, which is always funny because one of you would carry it, but it would always be the other one.
Yeah.
Like, you would rock it one day, and then he'd rock it the next day. Let's move this here, maybe.
You just want to chill? Don't worry.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
you got it. All right, I'm slack today. Next day, I got this. You can slack.
Yeah.
Too much. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. Gonna have to play around with more of the placebo effect. Shane, I can see that we're live, and it has my pinned comment for the live on Facebook, but the Facebook Live through the ad doesn't seem to work.
Can we check it again?
No, it's. I just tried to go through Facebook Gaming.
Oh.
It doesn't go, but all the Facebook Gaming mods are still in our live chat. I realize I think Alex is locked out. Went to go make sure the front door didn't have Alex locked out. Look outside, I'm like, wow, it's raining really hard. I'm like, oh,
The dogs are outside.
dogs are outside. I should let them in. There's that rumble. We running grass. I was like, oh shit, the dogs are outside.
Yeah.
Just like open the door. I'm like, oh yeah, it's really coming down. Cool. Yeah. No, it's weird. But yeah, so Alex should be here in a moment. We'll get started. We do not have a Xylea today. Complications with travel and fatigue. Happens. Whew. Yeah, so Alex should be here in a moment. We'll get started. Again, very, very unlikely, but there's a small chance I might not be here next week. I doubt it though.
What is it?
I'm going camping on Friday and Saturday.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And I work Monday, and then I have Tuesday, Wednesday off. And there's that very, very small chance that I just get out there, get away from everything, and I'm just like,
Want to stay there for a while?
I need a couple more days here. Because if I could turn it into a 5-day camping trip and just freaking do nothing,
That would be really, really good for you.
there's no way in hell though. I have to get ready for College Springs Comic Con still.
I'm spend my days doing that.
I can still play D&D. You don't want to play D&D, is that what you're saying? Wow. That's cool, Jesse. I get it.
No, I said you can still do
See how
that.
you feel about it.
What?
get what you're saying. But yeah. So we do have that coming up as well for our viewers. Sorry, Alex will be here any minute now. And we'll get going with that. The 19th, 20th, and 21st will be at Colorado Springs Comic Con. I will be there, and everything works properly. We should have Alex there as well, working with me at the Cosplay on a Whim booth, and working for the overall On a Whim brand. Speaking of which,
Keeps this shit up, it's gonna rain, guys.
Right?
What's up?
What's up?
so he's like, I gotta climb up on top of you.
He's like, I need to move over here.
Option.
I'm just gonna like rub up on you a little bit. Take the curtain with me.
Stuck on your pack.
Oh, that's fair.
Backdrop action.
Pack is there.
This backdrop always. I just need to pin it. All the damn time.
Hello, everyone. ¿Cómo estás esta noche?
Sí, bueno.
Sí, bueno.
Sí, bueno.
Sí, bueno. Poquito bueno, cansado, enojado.
Sí, bueno.
No estoy enfermo.
So I understand a lot of Spanish, and I can usually get through. But usually, if anybody starts off, I'll just be like, "Hola, ¿cómo es bueno?" Just like, "Hello, how's good?" Just to let them know initially. I don't know
They're like,
how to
maybe-
speak this language.
Maybe I won't talk to this person. in
Mi
Spanish.
vocabulario es muy poquito.
Wish I could remember that one.
No, I've been thinking about a project which I might do. I want to learn how to say baked potato, sweet potato, mashed potato, fries, corn, green bean, rice, house salad, Caesar salad, soup, chili, applesauce, and mac and cheese in Spanish at that pace. Just so I can just, that would help me a lot at work.
Divertido estar desnudo en el baño.
Sí. Es divertido estar desnudo.
Uno más cervezas, por favor.
¿Dónde está el baño?
Muchas cervezas, por favor.
Muchos.
Dame muchas cervezas.
Dámelo que cervezas.
How was your day?
My day? Alright. We got half of our dispatches cleared out early, and then the rest were late as fuck, as usual. So, kicking ass.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
it's a dream.
Absolutely incredible.
Because that's the way, you like it.
Yeah, and the absolute slowest guy finished his trailer first out of everybody else. For some reason. Somehow. Some way. Today. I think it's probably because he skipped 6 or 7 trailers and was just like, I'm going to do the last trailer. And then it just so happened that everybody was loading their last one. And he finally finished his.
Yeah.
Pretty incredible. Definitely one for the books.
Yeah. I was telling them, so the announcements have started for cosplay guests. So
Excellent.
some of my announcements have gone out.
Sweet. Okay.
Some of them haven't yet. A lot of them have.
Right on.
But so I'm pushing that. But I was letting people know that in theory you and I will be there.
Yeah. I will be there.
So
The entire time wherever you need me.
yeah, no, I'm excited.
And I'll get to be Cassidy. Not have to work on my Irish accent.
Have you watched the show? All 4 seasons yet?
I haven't watched all of it yet, no.
I think I finished the second season.
Channel your inner quiz. It works.
Right? Cassidy's
He's
even more colorful. I think you would love Preacher. I think you enjoy the show.
yeah.
It's a little slow to get going because I was like, I started watching it and I'm like, all right, I'm already like 4 episodes in. I might as well just keep going. And then it's like,
It gets
then it kind of started to make more sense too.
Yeah, well, and some people like it. That's the thing is like the first season does have some slow parts because it's like kind of established stuff, but then the first episode is so much
Yeah.
all at once.
Yeah.
But it does take some people get turned off by the first episode of No Make Fast. I'm like, they're literally just trying to establish like an entire idea system in you in one episode. So you just gotta get past that, and then you're good. But yeah, I just got some awesome photos back from my preacher, so
Nice.
get those all set up. 24 days till con.
Oh, 21.
24.
Okay.
24 days.
I didn't think you put 21 on something.
Should have said 24.
Oh, maybe it did.
It's typo sometimes. I don't know. Did I? Well, let's look.
Probably.
Now
Maybe
you're
I did.
Second guessing.
Jesse's calling you out.
So,
I'm not calling anything out. What the hell?
just 24
Sorry,
days
calling
left
you out.
until Coral Springs Comic Con.
It's time to brawl.
Pretty sure. So that one's good. Let's go to this.
I was
page.
wrong. I was wrong. David, I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry. I was wrong. Is that what you want to hear?
It's fine. I failed again.
You failed
To
again?
reiterate that I would like to be advertised as cosplay on a whim, as opposed to just my full legal name, but it's
Oh,
fine.
shit.
I'm just. It's.
They put you
4
down
years
as
now.
David Skidmore again?
It's just David Stewart. It's fine. I'm like, it's cool. Everybody can know everything I do online. To be honest, I've just adapted. I have aliases for talking crap online.
That's true.
Looks, I don't know. I was seeing 24 here too. No, actually, I'm glad you said something because I did want to double check that because I'm doing a paid promotion for that. So if I was doing a paid promotion with the wrong information on it, I would be very sad.
That would, be a little rough.
No, I have the right stuff over there. It's like I was pretty sure I proofed all of that.
Maybe I saw that on somewhere else. Then. Or no, is it August? It's August 21st, right?
August 19th, 20th, and 21st.
Maybe, okay, maybe that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
21.
What are you doing?
Save. Save it.
Send that.
Now I have to edit it
Delivery notice.
so I know what it is. Is Ashley gonna make it tonight?
Ashley is not. No, she drove back from Wyoming and is fatigued.
That's fair.
She's like, she's like, I woke up to try to do this. She's like, I'm done. I'm gonna sleep a little bit more. So I told her we'd be here and see what happens. I feel like we've mostly recapped what happened last week in the dark.
Nice. Very good.
I'm not sure.
Not a huge amount. We did a lot of building. This next day is the one we're going to finish the second archway, but then you have a full, solid 15-foot wall around the entirety with the 20, 25-foot towers.
Rolling little guard walls.
Yeah, and they're almost 5 feet wide, 7 feet wide in places. So you can definitely walk along them.
Well, we did the archway, so you can walk
Yeah.
on the archway, and then just have the rolling door. That's just where the archway is reinforced with metal, and the rest of it's just like a big wooden thing on wheels that just rolls over. Pretty much the metal, the part where it's metal goes damn near all the way to the ground.
Yes, indeed. And then we made out. It was very passionate.
The lights went out and the clothes came off.
Yep. That's the way it normally works. If it doesn't happen that way,
With or without the lights.
it's disappointing. So we did not disappoint.
I wish and I get it, like, obviously there's no way, but I was like, man, I just wish that if the stream would have just kept going, the show's just playing in the dark.
Without us knowing, we were just sitting there playing in the dark. It'd be cool. I mean, because we definitely just kept going. We just tossed up some phone lights and kept shit
Like,
going.
all right. The show can't go on, but the game must go on.
Yes.
Well, we're here, we're hanging out, we're having a good time. So that's,
Yeah.
I'm not going to let a light
The
bulb
camera-
stop
yeah.
us.
Yeah, the cameras are along for the ride.
Yeah.
That being said, I sent you an item that I would like to try to start making. I don't know what anything would go through. It's just a green consumable.
You're a green consumable.
guess technically. Green, silvers, little bits of bronze. Gotta figure out how. I really want to make mist for Colorado Springs Comic Con, but I'm also like, I don't want to rush mist, and I have 24 days,
Yeah, that's fair.
and I have this and hat which needs to be remade.
Yeah.
But it's really just the skull, and then plating, and then a backpack, and then
But still,
Well, I'm basically going to be
I
rushing
think you should take the
Legolas.
time on it.
Cassidy's easy.
I think you should not tell me how to live my life.
Well, then stop
Yes.
telling me how to tell you to live your life. Something.
I don't know if I'm going to do yet for Antoinette, but I feel like Antoinette and Cassidy are easy to put together. And then
I'm on the
Legolas
fence. I'm just trying to figure out because I also think, oh, I'd love to touch base with people too. I also still in some ways want to do Dinner Party Percy.
the what?
Dinner Party Percy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But
If you just
like
decided to
Vox
do,
Machina,
Oh.
the Dinner Party.
Yeah, yeah.
if you decided to do a Vox Machina, I would
Yeah.
try and figure something out for Vox Machina. I'll just show up in a bear suit and be Trinket. I don't give a fuck.
But yeah, so that's something I would like to try to start considering being able to function, but I don't know, because that is literally like straight up alchemical how I would deal with this stuff.
Right.
I don't know why it took me this long to come up with the idea of starting to try to make that.
It's gonna be tough just because it's hard
Well, I
to
don't-
get an ointment that can also cure any disease. Like, I feel like it, for being uncommon, is pretty surprising.
Well, and that's the thing is a lot of people will say like it'll cure disease, but then a lot of people are like, no, diseases are harder to deal with,
Right.
which I've dealt with. When oh, I can't even think of his name. What was the bird's name? Dalton's bird.
Whose?
Dalton's bird.
Oh, Thaddeus.
No, that's his pet bird. I mean, his Arakoa.
Oh, his monk?
Why
His
can't-
drunken master?
Yeah.
Fuck, what was his name?
Why-
I wrote it
It was
down.
Isaac, right?
It was Isaac.
It was Isaac. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, he was Isaac.
Like, I didn't just give him cure disease. I made him actually have to hunt down materials. So I get it, but that's just it's something in the game rules that I thought
But
I'd just at least run.
You
past.
could absolutely start working on something like that.
And it might not even work against Weave-Blight. It might not be strong enough, but
Right.
it might like help with
Progression.
something. What?
Yeah, I mean, you've been around a lot of the materials of things that can cure and withstand a lot more in normal diseases. Normal disease is a thing. But, yeah, Weave-Blight is definitely something else. But you're already
Even if
working
there's
on
like
that.
progressive, like declining and escalating versions of this disease, depending on. Obviously, I don't know how you have it set up.
Yeah.
But even with something like where you could create something that would either
Over time it can help. And
like help with like
even checks. You can give
that or
bonuses.
bonuses on checks or things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Absolutely, yeah, you can start working on that easy enough.
Since some certain people here like to roll ones on their con saves.
That shit's my favorite. People should definitely do that.
I'm on the center table though, so as a healer, as a half healer.
Everyone should definitely continue to roll ones on Constitution saving throws. Stop rolling 20s, you fuckers, and roll ones, please.
I have to roll 20s to help negate some of the ones you roll.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We took 9 days down, right?
You took a full week down. And before
Didn't
that...
we take? I thought we had to take. We took a week for the wall, and then did we have to do 2
No,
days?
you did
before
it. You did the wall in less than a week. You did the wall in 4 days, and then
Okay,
you took
cool.
another 3 days working on the arches and
So
the
it's
doors.
just 7 days.
Yeah,
Cool. So just making sure.
but you didn't do as well on their last check to finish the last archway on the 7th day. So you'll finish that on the 8th.
And then head into the sanitarium.
That's what you're doing. Absolutely. I think that was the plan. And honestly, it seems like whatever mist has been given to you guys and helping you out with on a daily basis is seemingly helping your disease. Reed still feels like he's pumped up. Xylea doesn't hear the campfire as often, but she just feels warm to the touch. She can feel her skin. She just feels warm. And even anybody else, if you were to put your hand on like her shoulder or something, she's just kind of radiating this heat a little bit. It's not uncomfortable, but it's just enough where you're like if somebody sat on top of a heater and then walked past you, like 5 seconds after they got up, you'd be like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then, Rain isn't hearing bugs anymore, but if any of you stare at him long enough, I think you see bugs crawling out of different orifices under his clothes and out and around his body.
Right.
That's not me. That's you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, you're totally cured. Everybody else is diseased now.
Did his aura change from evocation to
And ended up...
illusory?
Huh?
Did it go like illusory, or I can't remember what it went to.
It went to... It had slight illusion, but also conjuration.
That's right. It was conjuration. I was like, I remember we discussed this, but I don't remember what it was.
I'm gonna open up Xylea real quick. But yeah, you can start working on that, absolutely. And that can be worked.
So everybody has a healing potion on them now.
Correct.
That's a good foundation to start with. If we're going to go into this place, we need to understand that the worst thing we can do is let them hammer us with area of effect spells, because that just sucks everything out of it. But I think we are ready to delve into this place.
Absolutely.
So that's something I would start doing after this final day. For this final day, and then we can go in on the 9th day, technically the morning of. That way I can make sure everyone's all set up. But for that final day, finishing off the wall. So, can I get one more roll for healing potion?
Absolutely. No roll for healing potion.
17.
Yeah, you can get another healing potion easy. Give me, each of you, go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw. Missed, you're rolling for Xylea if you want.
Rolled a 16.
Nice. Very good.
Don't know her performance.
Give me one of those nights.
It's gonna be one of those nights, huh?
No.
Oh yeah. Give me one of those nights.
Oh, for you? You mean?
Alright with that. Rain, what'd you get?
13.
Okay. Xylea did. Rain, Reed, what'd you get?
14.
Okay.
Not terrible.
Not terrible. But that is going to change.
Still a tick in the L category.
Pick somewhere anyway.
Le who? The her.
I have to try and figure out where the fuck this camera is now. It's taking me forever to get up. video here.
So we shouldn't do like a 10-second delay.
They're relatively in there. All right. Move up just a little bit. We'll do 100 right next to the door. What? Just a little bit more in where we're going to be at, maybe. Bump the camera because I'm good at that. Need to reach around. Did I do it? I did. Nice. Yeah. More or less. Had to at some point. And we got, let's see here. And we had our room. Very happy room. I really liked this room. It was a good room. Lots of good stuff happening in this room. You all knew that this room closed off and had a door over me. You all know that this room went like 20 feet this way. Before we go in, because of the light situation,
Probably some torches or something.
torches would be a good idea, but also, I mean, can you hold a torch and just kick people?
Sure. I don't know.
Absolutely, you can just hold a torch and kick people.
Because he can't really just hold a torch and double sword people.
I can hold a
I
torch.
can hold a torch and single sword.
We can also just draw torches too, but I can also just as a baseline. I would go to. Oh, I don't want to do it. It's fine. There's just going to be the four of us going in. Yes. Riggs, Ilea,
That's what it seems like.
Mist. I will go to Rig. You've got your fancy wraps around your hands. I will go to whichever one's your more. Do you know? Are you like a? Do you know if your guys like a southpaw or your stance? So
Honestly, I didn't really thought that far ahead, really.
whichever is your lead hand. So, you know, if you're right-handed, you probably have your left hand out front. If you're left-handed, you probably have your right. So just kind of depending on where you're at. I'll take your lead hand, the wraps on that side, and I'll touch them and I'll make them glow blue to match your motifs, just like a kind of, because they're blue wraps, right? Are they?
I think I kind of made them.
I know you had a lot of
Cobalt
blue.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm going off the
You don't have to go. I mean,
You don't have
picture
to.
I made, but
You can go with whatever you want.
because
well, because they were dragon skin, so I kind of went with like a brownish-ish, like a dark, like a real kind of a dark
what?
brown.
But most of your clothes are like blue,
Blue,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So kind of going because you have like a lot of royal blue on you.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's kind of how so you'll have like a bright royal blue, be bright like 5 feet, low light for another 5 feet.
Oh,
Just that wrap will just glow. So if you have your hand out, just kind of,
I
it's
see what
almost
you
like a torch itself.
mean. Yeah.
Granted, a torch is 1010.
Right.
This is just 5.5, so this is half as bright. But it's also
Gives me
best I can
something.
do, so.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
And then with rain, you don't really, I mean, don't really have necessarily a motif to you.
He is the motif.
But you can just make his hands glow. You're a wizard now.
Do you have a hat or a helm?
I think you did.
You generally, at almost all points in time, though, you do have your rapier out, right?
Yes.
So I'll probably go to your rapier, make your rapier glow with like a silvery white light, just like this metallic, almost looking silvery light. So this touch I didn't know, just glow up. Again, it's just 5 foot bright light, 5 foot dim light, but it's something. So you're good. I still have my top hat glowing at a 5.5.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That's badass.
And Zelia, wild shape, she loses it anyways.
She can choose to keep some things out of her wild shape, so depending on what you infuse, it can be attached to her.
She wild shapes in the things I can see in the dark though, right?
Oh, like bear. Oh, yeah, bears can.
I've got her
Bears should have dark vision.
black bear.
Yeah.
Uh,
A bear should.
they've got keen smell, but they
Yeah.
can't see in the dark. They
Even cats don't have dark vision. You'd think they would, but they have keen senses,
Yeah.
but they don't actually have like straight dark vision.
Is it one of your Steve Irwin videos?
Guess I'll go for
No,
myself.
I'm just saying DB. Fine. I will give her a scintillating orange glow.
Absolutely.
Almost campfire-y. Which is why not.
'Cause that is great.
And I will make it
Hey, there's the toy. What the fuck those things are called? I can't find them.
infuse her
Gives monstrosity.
Just want to make sure here.
That is it. There it is.
I'll just do like the little emblem that she has on her.
That's cool as shit. Fox.
Oh, it's sick. Hell yeah.
What? Which one? Oh, is it a picture one?
Yeah, well, I just, yeah. Because I changed it because the rats were not. I just was like,
Oh, it's that the fox. Fox next one.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd have it glow with like the bluish glow that you have.
yeah.
So, yeah, so at least we're not gonna be in total darkness.
Yeah, that's good.
The other thing that's good with this too is that if that way, like anything can see us coming. So, because they can stand 20 feet away and be in darkness, and we won't see them, but they'll see us perfectly. So, spreading out would be very important.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think taking individuals one at a time, spaced out, prevent that nice little AOE thing.
We have no need to clear this place out. I have consumables on hand. If we can avoid using consumables, we will. But if we just slowly remove the occupants over the course of the next few days, we have no time limit on this. As long as you guys are being healthy and are progressing, then we should be fine. So we can poke, push in, do what we can, dwindle their numbers, and just make it something that we can accomplish. Indeed.
So, you find yourself standing in front of the sanitarium. Where would you like to be? How would you like to proceed? What it is, what it do?
You and me should definitely be up front.
What's that?
You and me should definitely be up front.
I agree.
I don't want to be in front either.
You're kind of the healer. Kind of like does not see what front.
I'm also the less really squishy of all of us. And them attacking me and not being able to damage me, like they can damage you, keeps you guys alive.
Yeah, but them not destroying you means that you're alive, which means you can keep us alive. So is this door unlocked? Let's open that fucker.
Because he can get anywhere.
Open it up. Light comes flooding in. Looks like all the doors are closed. Doesn't really look like the desk has been stirred since you were last here.
And they have torches. I have torches.
Yeah, but they gotta get torches.
I have 8 torches left. I had 10 initially. Don't know what I did. So I lose 2 of them. And I certainly didn't try to burn down a hag hut.
Didn't do that, did you?
Did not. Yeah, because that's 20 foot bright, 20 foot dim. So it's much better than 5 and 5.
Squeezy cat. Little cat up here.
Sorry, sweet. Hey. Am I in your space? I move this, give you a seat.
I like Squeezy cat. There's cat, there's cat.
Space, come over here. There's a seat for you.
There's nobody there. It's not that much.
So I guess we could, for now, light 4 torches.
4 torches. 4 torches and 7 years ago. I don't know, you want blue, can get blue.
Hold on, let me also figure out what we're dealing with today. Today,
That's all a score equals torches. Got it.
2. That's not great. That is super helpful for
Days
this
is
day.
7 torches.
Not very many. They don't last that long.
Not very many.
The score is what, 20? So,
You're already very quick. I think I will give this to you as we open the door. So if you drink this potion, in the next hour you will move significantly more quickly. But with us engaging and staying spread out so that the thunder damage they do doesn't decimate us.
okay.
level up. So for the next hour, you have swiftness. The drinker's walking speed is increased by 10 feet for 1 hour. So now you're both fast. Because you're 40, or you're 45.
Where am I? Yeah, 45.
Yeah, 45. So you're almost as fast.
30.
as him.
Cool.
Very good. Now you open it up, and with the torches, you can see really well in this room. Looks to be exactly the way that you left it.
Go ahead and check the door to the left.
Door on the left. It unlocks. Torches are 2020.
2020. 24 hours ago.
Open it up.
Does the whole my map go? There it is. Roughly.
Mostly.
Roughly. Torches are easy to make as well. So if we have to throw torches to get us sight ahead.
You can see just to the end
And then
there,
go
and actually it
forward.
looks like the wall continues on. But it's the long hallway.
Are there
Very,
any,
very bleak.
Are there any like scones to light torches on?
No, just a black, solid stone hallway. Roof in here is about 12 to 15 feet.
Is this door
actually.
open in or out?
It opens out from you.
Away from me?
Yeah.
About the other doors, did they open out as well?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Here we are. Walk on down the hall.
Bat, homunculus.
Bat on him. Homunculus on Reek. Okay. Coming on in. Walk on down the hall.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be with them.
Your footsteps are definitely echoing throughout. How far you want to go? As you're walking in, you do notice that there is a end to the wall here, and then you have, it looks like a series of closets. Solid
Closets?
closets. Like solid wood doors, with just like tiny rectangular metal slots or maybe plaques on each one. It's difficult to make out from this distance, but you just keep on walking in.
Mm-hmm.
You're 40 feet limit right now. Okay. Where all do you guys want to go?
And around the corner, 10 feet. Yep.
Reed cruising in as well.
About half the distance between.
About in here.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Gotta be just again checking out the stonework and stuff, and
mhm.
seeing as my rolls before weren't super great on my history. Just trying to learn more.
Walking on down the hallway. Brain, give me a perception check.
Dirty 20?
30, 20? Yeah, absolutely. You notice you're kind of cruising along. You're kind of like holding your breath a little bit because you're the one fucking leading the pack as you kind of approach these doors in this little hallway. You're kind of walking, and then you notice that you can't hear anything. You kind of look back. You can see them. They're all walking. But, you know, the typical, like, that you hear and the tink, 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 tink. Nothing.
You just stop, turn around, and go.
Reeg, you can still hear stuff. Mist, you can hear everything. So you can hear everything. It's making sound. You don't hear him do that at all.
Can
So,
my bat hear anything?
He's gonna. And
The bat if it's trying to use its blind sight, be blind, as it is considered deaf.
What point? Like the flutter.
And you don't hear the bat at all. You can feel it moving, but yeah.
Can you walk up to the door?
Reed, as you're kind of walking forward, give me a perception check. So you continue down. You just go into the center door, the one all the way on the left?
Yes, all on the left.
30-20.
Dirty 20. You, just with your massive ears and your Haragon self, you take one step forward at this point, and you also realize immediately that, like, you're used to kind of sensing things around you as well. Not necessarily a blind sight, but you're aware.
Yeah.
And as soon as you step in there, you're like, it's off. Something's off. And you know,
Are just going like
yeah, that's the threshold.
yeah.
Right at that spot. Put that down for you. Seemingly a zone of silence beyond. As you approach the door, try and open it, very much locked.
Excellent.
Also locked. Torch is giving out a little more light as well. You still continuing forward, Mist?
I'm waiting to see what happens if he opens those two doors.
Continues. All of them seem to be locked. But just every couple of feet you have another door, and you have another door, and you have another door, and another door, and you're looking down this hallway, just solid stone wall and stone with these massive wooden doors with just that metal plaque type thing in the center of them, just all the way down the edge.
You can try. Are there doorknobs on these?
Yeah.
You can try doorknobs.
Yeah.
Starting from the very left,
Mm-hmm.
and then try pushing that metal plate. Is that it's just an opening, or is it a plate over it? Or?
Just a plate, but you realize it does kind of stick out a little bit, and so you can kind of slip your finger behind it and open it towards you.
Yeah.
Open it towards you. Give me a percentile.
How much percentile do you think?
Right. How much percentile? All the percentiles. 69. Nice.
Nice. Oh, hello. I can breathe, I swear. You look into that room and you see this female woman who is just like backed up against the wall and looks unconscious, just kind of like, but standing up back against the wall. And you can see behind her is like almost this leathery sheet that's like crumpled up against both sides of the wall down into her back. And she's got these massive black horns that kind of come up, seemingly just unconscious against the back wall.
I'm gonna touch the wall next to me, and in bright green, the words, "Should we open these doors?" Just the forms.
Reed, you're there, and you're. Reed shakes his
I'm
head
putting
no
this
at
one.
you. He said, "No, nah, dude, nah."
You can see my eyes are like probably like blacked over a little bit. Like the green glow from them is gone, but the green glow from Blue's eyes are gone because I'll be looking through his eyes.
Looking through blue. Yeah, so you can see in there too what brain sees.
Do I recognize what she is?
Give me a religion check.
Hell yeah, religion.
Religious?
17.
All religion.
You know,
I'm gonna study.
it's pretty good.
You still have 2 out of 3 branches. No government work that you got. That ain't bad.
Go back. Hold on. Fucking please. I have a fucking band-aid on my finger and I can't turn pages as well as I normally would be able to.
Yeah, stop having band-aids.
Right?
Stop having fingers.
I have a boo-boo.
Stop getting paper cuts, office boy.
Stop hurting yourself. Stop hurting yourself.
I mean, I was just dry fingers, so I was just like viciously bleeding out from underneath my knuckle on people's paperwork. I was like, oh yeah, you probably don't like that.
Biohazard.
At least you can truly say you've got your blood, sweat, and tears in that place.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh, you know what it is.
fantastic. Yeah, you would know what it is, dude. I say as he leaves.
I realized I had the camera zoomed in for the map last Wednesday. Forgot to zoom it out. He's like, why is it so tight?
You got a 17?
17.
You would know that she appears to be a devil of some sort, but not fully. You're thinking devil just because of the size and the color of the horns,
Truly, that's devilish.
but she's got demon in her because she's got like kind of these bat wings a little bit.
More demon than like tiefling. Have I seen a tiefling? Do I know what a tiefling is?
You've seen a tiefling, I would say. You know what a tiefling is, and it's definitely more
devilish
abyssal than that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
more abyssal
Yeah.
or infernal.
Both. Abyssal, like I said, just because the wings are, you're noticing the leather on her back appears to be coming from her back. It seems like whatever wings she had are just like stuffed in these corners. But it's leathery. It's definitely more demonic in that sense, more bestial and abyssal. But her horns are like tall black horns, which give you an idea or a thought of maybe she's a devil. But looks like she's unconscious.
Cool. Check the slat on the next door.
Sure. You checking the one in the corner as well?
That was the corner.
That is the one. The next one. That one. Okay. You check that one. Give me another percentile.
$67.
Yeah.
Like in them 60s.
I think so.
60.
Not just any 60, upper 60s.
Hell yeah, dude. Them 67. You look in there, and it just appears to be empty. Give me a perception check.
19?
19.
I'm sorry. 21. That's an 18, not 16.
21? Yeah. Appears like just a pile of ash against the far wall. Just a pile of ash.
Ash. Great.
Do I recognize this ash? Does it look like maybe somebody, like, because I literally watched somebody burn and turn to ash?
Yeah, you watch somebody
Something like that.
definitely combust, but
Does it look like the the combustion of somebody maybe succumbing to
Weave-Blight?
Weave-Blight?
Yeah, I say you would draw that conclusion pretty easily.
Yeah, I can give you a medicine that's 25 medicine.
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever was in there definitely died in a similar manner that Opal was dying. Kinda did. Yep, pile of ash.
Check the next one.
Keep on walking. What all would you like to be doing during all this, Rig? You just kind of watching?
Yeah.
Missed you all continuing further in.
I will move to the edge of where the light stops, and I'll just be standing
That's
here.
the silence.
Or the silence, that's what I meant.
Cool.
And I can still touch the wall and communicate with words as an action.
Yeah, absolutely.
To small amount of...
Give me another percentile there.
I can do 25 words of text.
47.
47.
Sense a trend here.
Lots of 7s, lots of 40s.
59.
47. Oop, that slag gets shot in the face. Because it's Agent 47.
Open that door, and there appears to be just like a suit of armor against the back wall and 2 glowing lights from the helm just peering straight at you. It lifts its finger.
The door locked?
Puts its hands down. The door is locked.
Touch the wall. Go in.
Hurrah.
You shrug at him. You see him, he kind of just like shudders the armor, and it looks like he's just completely coated in this metal plate armor. Just moves its fingers and just kind of stares at the wall.
Still in silence?
Mm-hmm.
So, I can hold up scimitar, tap scimitar. Next door?
Okay. Next door.
Touch the wall. Sword armor, what now?
You drop it as soon as you go to close the flap, like you just drop your finger and it'll automatically kind of close. You see movement towards the door. But that's
Do we not hear him slamming this door?
Silence.
check this door. Give me percentile.
95.
95.
It was switched. I thought it would be 59. My bad.
Yeah, we messed it all up. I didn't want to play anymore.
Right.
95. Give me a perception as you look in.
Perceptionation. Another 21.
You see a tail from underneath the flap. Massive green tail. It looks like it's kind of snaking out into the corner. Pretty freaking big tail. And just underneath the flap, you can see like a mound of green scales. It's just these 5 foot by 10 foot cells almost,
All right.
holding all sorts of random creatures and things.
Let's start to tune the monocle.
Absolutely.
When the monocle is tuned, I would like to try to look at these things and see if I'm noticing the presence of Weave-Blight.
Just have an idea. Are you going to go in then? Take a look at him?
He's got the.
I've got my back. I can see through his senses, and I can use him as the location of the
You can
target
detect.
spell.
That's right.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
as long as I'm concentrating on it, take the action to be through his eyes, I should be able to still see by this magic.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Including probably the giant dwarmer around this entire area causing the silence.
Yeah. You would know everything in this room from this point on is glowing a bit of that like abjuration-y kind of magic. But yeah, you're looking in
Is
at
there
these.
like pockets of it overlapping, or is it one large shaped spell?
Seems like one large shaped spell.
It's more scary.
And the people that you're looking at, or the things inside these rooms, definitely seem to have essences of different magics. You're seeing a lot of evocation, you're seeing a lot of transmutation.
And glowing in a way as Weave-Blight tends to glow?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, except for the ash. The ash is literally just ash at this point. But yeah, you're seeing the woman in the second cell is glowing a transmutation. The guy in the third cell with the armor is glowing transmutation. A little bit of necromancy. And then the green-scaled creature transmutation. Continue on down the line, just observing each of the creatures. Things.
They are what they are at this point.
Seems like it's an entire string of hallways.
They are, but there could be something different. Literally, like one of them could be the key. And so, I mean, it might be worth looking back. Plus, also, I don't know. My fear is if shit hits the fan, they can just be like, oh, open the doors. And then we have all this shit behind us.
Well, we could either. We're gonna walk back out to where he can hear.
Mm-hmm. Walking
So
on out.
we can either continue opening up these doors for whatever purpose, or just continue on. I mean,
I just think maybe glance at all of them. It would be great if we found somebody who looked maybe more humanoid, maybe hadn't changed yet. We could possibly speak to them and figure out what's going on.
all these doors are locked. I don't know how to get them open unless breaking them down.
I can open. I'm gonna walk over to the ash one.
Mm-hmm. Ash.
And I will use those.
15?
Sorry, 14.
14. Doesn't quite get it. Seems like it's pretty elaborate block. Seems to be pretty substantial. It is a wooden door, though.
It's acetylene. I would hope the lock would be better.
Yeah, it definitely seems like whatever made these locks, put these locks here, didn't want things getting in or out. Pretty elaborate looking lock.
So I'll walk out. I almost got it with the lockpick. I have the tumblers lined up, not hearing it. It's slightly different. I gave it the last moment, but I could probably get most of these locks open. Obviously, we don't need to open all of these rooms, though the creatures in them are no different than yourselves, just at different phases.
progressions.
The first creature there, the pile of ash, is basically the same thing that happened to Lopel. The other creatures are just probably humanoids, altered by the blight. Sometimes the pain of the blight makes creatures go mad, but they may not be. Speaking with them might not be a bad decision, at least the ones that react.
Can't speak with them because it's silent.
Pull out a piece of paper. That's not always true. Literally what it says.
Reading, it's not speaking.
Technicality.
Communicate.
Well, I suspect that these doors don't open from the inside. They are locked from the outside. So I'm just going to head on down and see what's down here, because we're here to eliminate these assholes that are in here. So we can come back to these guys once we get rid of that, once we've dealt with that.
I just wonder what if we walk and the 8th room is the room with a pile of ash and a glowing green shard that we're looking for.
And we'll find out when we're done with these people who are in here.
I mean, apparently, it's obvious what the zone is for. I think that's protecting us as much as
Keep these creatures from wailing and hollering and screaming and being heard from outside the city. Potentially also to subdue them from being able to cast spells. To which I would also like to point out that if we go in there and are fighting in the zone of silence, my abilities are highly limited.
Then I suppose you'll have to trust an ours. Very well then. Walks on down the hall.
Going on in.
I'll follow behind. I want to just kind of glance at these as we're walking past. Just look.
In each of them?
Just want to try to glance down them.
Yeah.
Not the ones we've already seen.
But then the new ones.
But my sight will be back on me.
Rig, where would you like to be?
yeah, up there, bringing up the rear a
Just
little
kind
bit.
of cruising behind.
There's
Zylie
also
is
one of
kind of
these
chilling
doors
back, kind of keeping distance.
Could be obviously we want to check the locks, but one of them could be like unlocked or whatnot, and have one of these assholes just waiting for us to go past, and then he jumps out behind us.
Dad, you look into this one?
Sure.
Just keep peeking into each one?
Yeah.
If you want to go ahead, I can just glance at them. I don't need to. I can just go walking.
You looking, or are you just gonna keep on cruising?
I'll just keep on walking.
Keep on walking. Walks on down. We'll go in.
As he walks by, he's going to check each doorknob.
Locked, 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 locked. As you're cruising.
Mm-hmm.
And you're pretty fast right now, actually. You got an extra speed to you. But even so, just yep. Not hearing a freaking sound, obviously. Even the torch next to you just... Or I guess you don't have torches. You got the glowing from your rapier.
I still pull out torches for everybody.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay.
Because he can have a torch and then throw it.
That's
if
true.
need be.
Very
But the glowing rapier just also gives them the ability to have the extra protection.
And... you're cruising through mist. As you peek in, give me a perception check.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
10.
10. Pierce, you can see what looks like the bottom half of some humanoid. Maybe they were collapsed against the doorway or sitting against the door, but you see their legs out in front of you. Looks like maybe a dress draped over their legs, not moving.
So light kind of way past the door. No indication of movement.
No movement at all. Continue.
Yep.
Okay, peek in there. Give me, or no. Give me another perception check.
19.
19. This one is Ash as well.
No magic glow from it.
Mm-mm.
Can I try to open it?
Absolutely. Give me Thieves' Tools.
That's 16.
16, not quite, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say.
Maybe cruising along. You know, so he kind of stops at one, trying to get the light move around, and then he goes to the next one, tries to get in it. Give me another perception on this one.
16.
16. Same thing. You're seeing, this time you see majority of a body looks like male humanoid, maybe elf, half elf, but the hair is kind of collapsed over most of their head, but they're laying face down, just collapsed away from the door. With a 16, you would also see that it also looks like there are spines in their body.
Spines like what we were having shot at us.
Yeah. But just laying face down.
It's the gown. Or girl. It says girl.
Dead guy. Face down.
The one that says guy is like spiky, bleach blonde hair, glasses.
No.
I was gonna open that door if it was.
Cooking some food.
Continue on down the way. Give me a percentile. Give me 4 percentile.
And I will just briefly. You might see this, but like so. I'll write like woman victim. We'll just glow on the door for a minute, and then the one that'll say Ash, and I try to open that, and then I go to the one and say like elf victim, and it'll just stay there for a second, and then as soon as I write another one, it just disappears, but the words just glow on the wall. 4, 59, because I actually can get the number where you want.
Right.
Right.
89, 91, and 54.
Absolutely. Just so I have this on mine. And you guys pull up this one. Okay. As you cruise on down, you look at this.
That burger. Get out of me. Thank you for that, too, by the way.
I say, I don't know
You're seeing kind of cramped in the first room, this giant chitinous insect-like, almost flying ant-looking thing, but it has like a long, piercing nose. Bluish. It looks like it even has hair coming off the top of its head.
Does it look like the Sturges that we dealt with?
Similar but larger. Like it's squeezing in this space. Doesn't really seem to notice or react to you, except do you speak Abyssal?
No. I do not. Common and primordial is everything I do.
In your head you hear Gerturushnar from that first room.
First?
I'll touch, like, because I had the thing in, I'll just touch the inside of it, and as an action, on the inside of the door, it'll say, I don't speak that language in common.
That's all you got.
That's fine. I'll touch the outside of the door and say,
Big blue story.
demonic blue creature.
Don't look in there.
Demonic blue bug creature.
In-
Attempting to speak to me telepathically.
Next room, there's just a, looks like an egg, maybe a burnt egg. Give me a perception check.
Yeah, I'll take Pepsi. How about 15? This is actually a pretty decent way of having easy skill checks. Just don't have a modifier or anything.
Maybe like a
what's your
stone, egg-shaped, but it's kind of like a black with a little bit of texture on the outside. Without being able to handle it, you're not quite certain.
Glowing magic?
It is glowing magic.
I'm not going to take that. It is glowing magic.
Next
On
one.
that door, I'll just write black egg sort of stone. I kind of want to investigate it, but I won't try it on the door.
The next room appears like there's a dragonborn. Looks like it was covered up with a cloak at some point, but it's just been ripped to shreds or grown out of. Any clothes that this creature had have been ripped and shredded, and blue-scaled humanoid of some sort in that room, also seemingly unconscious.
Now nude blue humanoid.
And then the last one, I find yourself.
BD4.
Not quite. Good. Very good.
Gaseous creature that will release upon us.
It's bound to happen.
In this room, you're just seeing, like, you open the flap, and it just kind of looks like a solid wall behind it.
Like just right behind it?
Yeah, but you notice it looks like maybe flesh. Like it looks like just
The wall of
skin up against the.
When I hold the torch to the edge there, does it move away at all?
No, it starts to burn and bubble and doesn't catch, but it starts to melt in the way that flesh does.
I mean, I'm not like burning it. I'm just like
Yeah.
getting it just warm, just putting the warmth against it.
Yeah,
I won't like reach in with a torch and put it directly against it, but
Yeah. It's definitely some sort of skin, but it doesn't. Give me a medicine check.
23.
It doesn't seem to have any reaction. Doesn't seem to care or notice that there's a heat sensation there.
At that point, I would probably just get a little closer and just see if it
And yeah,
reacts at all and
and
spurs
it-
a little bit.
Just bubble and burn and melty and you can even, you would have the idea of what the scent would be. Yeah, it's burning flesh, but there's no reaction.
Close that. You say flesh wall.
Skin. Rain, as you are cruising on down, you come to a fork in the road. You want to keep traveling down the hallway because it looks like it dead ends directly out in front of you. And then there is a turn to your right.
Yep. Do
An
the
idea what you're looking at.
turn to the right.
And hey, guess what?
More doors.
Yep. More doors. Come on, marker, please. these. Work with me? No? Okay.
I think it's right. And we have the blue. The blue looks about the same.
Blue will do just fine.
Actually, right, yeah.
Black one just decides it's not working. You're
Maybe
colorblind,
used it a
does look
lot.
the same.
Even if you're not colorblind, it's still pretty close.
It's close
It's
enough.
a dark blue.
These rooms are all magical. I mean, this whole area is magical.
Magically delicious.
Magically delicious.
Don't believe I'll be eating any of it, but okay.
Oh, and 20. Right, because you have 40 feet technically with the torch.
There's just so much to these rooms that could come back to bite us. We can just keep pushing on if we want.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna follow you. I'll glance at the room so they just walking past.
Zylia's kind of looking back at you guys and then kind of looking forward and just having a like hard time, just being like hesitant. Shrugs at you guys a little bit. You want to continue around the corner? Okay, get you further on down the way. Open the next one empty, as far as you can tell. Find ash in that one. You got this one. You have another. This one looks like a younger, maybe teenager boy. Looks like his bones burst out from his body. Just you can tell that his skull somehow remained intact, but the rest of his body just seemed to explode
Good times.
in that cell. That one's empty as well. And then give me 5 percentile.
Can you hand me the green marker?
Yeah.
Fitting. 46. 16. And 79.
50, you find a looks like kind of a rotund man, just petrified, looking towards the wall, fists up.
Fat stone dude.
Fat stone dude, hell yeah, dude. It's your mother. No, I'm just
I was gonna write rotund. I knew what you were trying to say.
Is that a slur?
Absolutely.
Hey man, if it fits, wear it.
Next one looks like a humanoid. Pale skin, slumped against the back wall with just kind of glowing white eyes. Just looks like it's a million-mile stare. Does not seem to react to you waving or anything at it.
Pale slumped humanoid.
40?
6.
6. Give me a perception check.
Perception check of 9.
9. Appears to be empty.
Any question on that?
Empty?
The next one's 16.
Next one is 16. Also appears to be a humanoid slumped against the wall. Also male, glowing white eyes, just blank stare off into the distance. And then 79.
Yep. Oh, yeah. 15 and 16 were the same. That's weird.
Give me a perception check on that one.
So let's roll percentile again. 14.
Looks like there's maybe kind of a hard, like, kind of scaly creature that's just like attached to the roof. As soon as it sees light, definitely is kind of looking down at you. It makes eye contact with you, and it's got like kind of these feather accents around from its eyes in the back of its head, but mostly scaled creature.
Hard scaly creature. Feathered.
Reed, you just continuing on?
Yeah.
When we get to this corner, I'll tap on the wall, and you kind of feel like a little tug back on you, Rain. Like the bat will kind of tug back, and I'll tap on the wall right around the corner. And I'll say that some of these places are filled with just bodies from their victims. I'll say on the wall.
Seems like the entire rest of this corridor goes like so. As you make your way down,
Is that one open?
there's a door over here. Continued hallway
Oh, okay.
of sorts. But you've patrolled enough of the town and seen after the fire that there was definitely kind of like a fenced courtyard in the
back.
back
I
area.
watched the front and back door. Does this look like the back? Would this be about the distance of the back door?
Yeah.
It's right across from the front door. So
Well, you're starting off this place because this place could be, maybe the part that drew was just like a quarter of this whole side of the thing. I don't remember how big it actually is. Silence all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Silence.
he's walking along doing this.
No sound. No sound. No sound.
Check out the back door and see.
Yeah. Yo. Is it locked or unlocked?
It has like a metal locking mechanism on this side, and other than that, it seems like the door handle rotates and moves.
Is the locking mechanism?
It's locked currently, but you can. And no sound. Takes a little bit of muscle.
Cool.
Open up the door, and door swings wide open, nice and bright outside. Bunch of dead trees. Looks like there's a pathway that would have like would have cut forward and split off, and looks like it makes a giant loop around a nice little like courtyard area. There might have been benches and stuff, but most everything back here is just burnt to the ground. A lot of the wood's already been collected. But you kind of stick your head out, and almost hits you how loud the outdoors is right now, because you're like, fuck, like, been in the zone of silence for a hot minute. But yeah, it seems like the silence is the threshold right at the doorway. Check in more doors.
Well, yeah.
All of them were locked as you're walking and checking.
Rain's gonna close that door, then and just latch the mechanism again,
Yeah.
and
So it doesn't.
walk back into the hallway and point his ear and then out the door. And walk on down.
Walk on down. Definitely a dead end. Checking the doorways. You got more ash. And this is dead.
He's gonna go to the end and start flipping the things open, the doors.
Start flipping some more open.
Mhm.
All right. Ash, this is going to be. There's going to be another kind of dead face down guy from more spines. This one is also a pile of ash. This one, and for the next 3, give me percentile. Dad, give me 3 percentile from the wall. 36.
80. 34. 007.
7. James Bond is in that one, see? Now we have
Bond.
James Bond.
And now James Bond is there, guys. Well done. So I guess
Sitting there want to take my pants off. What's going on here?
what the fuck? That and that far one.
Remember, 17 knows it, I guess. Yes.
Looks like well, I mean, yeah, you're pulling a torch in there, or at least to kind of look in. Looks like there's a large, massive, like cat-like beast, black beast with these long tendrils up and behind it, little spikes at the end of the tendrils, and it.
Fucking displacer beast?
If you could hear it, it would be snarling at you. It's just grimacing, looking up at the hole.
That was 80.
That's 80. Down to 34. 34. Looks like what you thought might have been like a fat man, but as soon as it sees the light, it definitely looks up over at you, and it is a frog-faced person of sorts. Or a person in there. Just looking over at you. Frog guy.
Froggy dude.
Froggy. You feeling froggy?
If you're feeling froggy, fucking jump.
If you're feeling fucking froggy, fucking jump fucking. That's what they say.
Right. That's what they say.
Sometimes.
You know how they are.
Fun. Good. You see in this one a golden scaled humanoid. Looks to be like just curl up in a ball at the far end. Next one you open up is just ash. You got empty, and then ash. Moving in. You got, is that a 36?
Yes.
36 you're looking at.
Are there any numbers or any markings on any of these doors?
No, just these metal plates, solid, flat piece of metal that just has a basic hinge on the back of it, and just flip them open and close them. No markings whatsoever on these doorways that you've seen anyway. Give me an investigation, just as you're doing your last few. 36.
17.
17, yeah. I mean, these are all like well carved, perfectly made wooden doors, absolutely solid, and just no indication on the stone, nothing on the metal plates. You're kind of checking the back of the metal plates, nothing. Yeah, not quite seeing anything that would outwardly tell what is in each of these things. 36, missed. You see red-skinned humanoid, looks like just wearing rags, but definitely has red wings kind of tucked against the back wall, pushed against the back wall, just glaring at you. Looks like it tries to say something, but not getting any reaction really. Just
I'll touch the inside of the thing and go, I can't hear you because of the silence. We just appeared in common.
It nods.
Thumbs up, and then I'll close the door.
It nods as you close it. 70.
$76.
Oh, 76. Ooh. This time you just see like a pool of skin. Almost seems to be like bubbling and moving.
Cool. Skin pool. Sounds fun.
Absolutely. Next one is 79.
That's a 29.
Oh, 29. 29. Alright. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Natural 20.
Absolutely. You see this creature with multiple little eye stalks hovering just above the little doorway, kind of like looking down at you. Little eyes are kind of like, you notice just a slight bit of movement, and you look up, and there are 5 eyes looking at you.
Hold it.
Yep, looks like a floating.
I got one.
Of sorts.
How big is it?
Tiny.
Tiny little guy?
Little tiny guy. But just right above that little hole. Looking down.
I'll look at it. Tap the thing that. Can you read this?
Little eye stalks kind of nod at you. And it has just the faintest little smile. Next 4, you got. You're seeing same thing, kind of legs out from the door. Pants, maybe male. Ash, empty ash. And that's what you find.
I would walk over and kind of open up the back door and step out.
Yeah. Walk everybody out. Easy enough. Step on outside into the courtyard.
Keeping the door open so that we can.
Yeah.
I feel like there are maybe 1 or 2 of these creatures that may be beneficial to us. That could help us with this. I feel like most of the creatures in here have succumbed to the blight. These appear to be the ice dog guy. Was he glowing like his Weave-Blight? Like the Weave-Blight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of these creatures have succumbed to the blight, but other than the piles of ash, they've survived. They've just transformed into something else, I think. So maybe transforming into something else. They are prisoners. This is a prison.
Very much so. I must say this is rather large for such a small town.
It's the crossroads. You get everything that's coming in and out. All the people come here who are blighted to get put in these cells. This was this exact reason. What is happening here is why before we arrived and found that there was fire, we planned to not have you guys come in because you would have ended up in these cages. That was literally our entire fear. And now we have to decide what we wish to do with this. As far as I care, we can leave everything in these cages. That is probably a death warrant, as we are killing whatever is feeding them or sustaining them. I also think that perhaps 1 or 2 of these things may be able to assist us, but I don't know. If they are humanoids and people as diverse and varying as yourselves who have just changed, they may still be like you. Maybe it's best that we leave all these doors locked and go in and try to deal with the guards, but at some point we'll have to make the decision of whether each creature inside there lives or dies. No decision means that they die. Unless, I guess some of them may have evolved into a state where they don't need sustenance, but theoretically.
Ash doesn't really need sustenance.
Ash ones are dead. I don't necessarily mean those, but like, I don't know if a skin pool needs flesh or needs sustenance. I don't know if a stone body, the skin wall seems to not even be reacting. It might not even be alive anymore. But we know more now. But we have the entire interior circle. We have 2 more doors on the far side. Let's just go in.
Yeah.
How would you like to return? Back to the creepy hallway or back outside?
Back to the creepy hallway.
Back to the creepy hallway. You want to lock it up on your way out?
Yes.
Do you want? Why would we lock it?
Keep things from coming in from behind us.
Everything on the outside is, in theory, our ally.
That's theory.
And we have guards outside here. If we lock it, we just can't come back in through this door in the future.
Probably okay though. Creates a bottleneck.
We'll leave it open. I just wanted to just.
I was just thinking, if we do want to come back and free some of these creatures at a later point in time, we can come through the front door and they can hear us walking in and hear our footsteps down the hall and then disappearing off. Or we can open this back door and they will never hear us coming in and freeing people.
True.
My only thought. If we choose to free them, I feel like that's something for a couple of days down the road. Though, who knows? Maybe the creatures in here maybe were being fed by those first creatures we killed. And now
They're starving to death.
they're at a week's starvation. Who knows?
Yeah. Leave it open. Okay.
I just think that locking it will keep anything from getting in, but that'll also keep anything from getting in. And in theory, everything on the outside is our ally.
In theory. Leaving the door open.
Not
Cruise on
necessarily
back.
open, just not latched.
Yeah, not locked. Close the door. Cruise on back down the hallway. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Make your way back in. Looks like everything is exactly the way you left it. And you got a couple of doors.
Just do one straight across.
One straight across. Absolutely. Unlocks.
We already.
Nice and open. Been through there. Coming to this door is locked.
I think so. But then with my magic thievery of 6.
Definitely locked. Yeah. Relatively solid door. This doesn't seem like one of the cell doors. This definitely seems like just a normal door. Like what you're finding not on the
I'm
cells.
used to working without hearing. Now I'm overcompensating for the sound of locks.
But yeah, just a locked wooden door.
Did we get any keys off of those other bodies?
They have no keys on them.
Go back into the front room and check out the last door there.
Check out the last door. Last door is unlocked.
Well then, I'll open it.
Opens the door. Here we fucking go, boys. We got
32 cones of thunder.
Give me Constitution. No, just kidding. That would be just let me actually have my map in the same orientation. That way, it's way easier for me to fucking draw it.
I mean, that might help. Yes.
Might help. And you've got fucking torch. Good. You can pretty much see decent ways in there. So from there you got kind of what you're looking at there.
I'd like to take one of our archer's arrows, cast light on it, and have them shoot it. We don't have an archer. I can't cast light.
He's an archer.
Dedicated archer.
So I'm not good enough.
I'm not good enough either. I can't cast light. What's the thing about it?
Apparently, if you can't cast light, I can't shoot arrow either. So I just have this bow because it looks so cool.
Open this door and with the torchlight, you can see almost like a 15-foot hallway, very wide, almost 10 feet wide hallway, leading towards just an open chamber. Again, very bare, flat, concrete-ish stone walls. But even from your perspective, you can kind of see there looks to be some sort of spiral staircase off in the corner, directly off from you, in a diagonal. And then maybe like a desk in the center of that room. You kind of walk on in.
Yeah.
And kind of go in and take in the whole scene. I don't know where all you guys want to be, but up on in.
Try to make sure we're spread out a little bit.
I think it's very quiet this week.
Where would you like to be?
Probably like 5 foot back.
This way or this way?
That way.
Reed, where you want to be?
I'll make for the corner.
Back over here?
Yep.
Okay. Stepping on in, definitely a staircase in here. It looks like kind of goes that way. Goes upstairs to your left and downstairs to your right, I suppose. And yeah, just a big old, like, massive plain desk, bunch of papers strewn out on it. Very slim, 10-foot long little like counter desk thing. Bunch of papers just strewn out. One large chair behind the front portion, and yeah, it's going to be Dad. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw. Mr. Rain.
What, a 23?
Absolutely, yeah. You don't even care, dude. I'm just going to take half of this. So you take 6 points of force damage, and you are not pushed, as one of your favorite buddies just chilling right behind that desk. And that'll be initiative. All my dudes down. All my dudes. Not very high. Okay, Reek.
18.
18. Brain?
17.
17. Missed.
I'm a 9. I'm sorry, 8.
8. So Gebloot will go after that. What did Bloot get?
19.
19. And then we have Xylia on a 5. Solid. Brain, you were a 17?
17.
So yeah. Amazing. All right, so that's going to be Blute.
He's on Rain, so he will assist Rain.
Assisting Rain. Reed, you are up. Grade.
Moving to hit.
Absolutely. Cruising on up. Give me a dexterity check.
11.
Absolutely. You trip over something. And you fall prone right there. 10 feet in, fall prone right there. Stand up. You just have your movement. Your movement is normally 35?
45.
45. Okay. So 20. So you're at 35 feet of movement. 40. Gets you right next to him.
Can you see what it was that I tripped over?
Definitely was just the thinnest little tripwire. Just a firm ass fucking like metal wire. And it's disabled the trap now. Like the wire definitely fell with you. But yeah. It seemed like you almost managed to maintain, and you were like, what the fuck? And just kind of like tumbled into it and got back up and ready to kick ass. Didn't affect you fucking at all. So it's great. But you do have your action and bonus action.
Oh, shit. Damn, I'm off to a good start. 10.
10's a fucking miss, dude.
Yeah. Still recovering from wire.
From the fall.
Yeah. Flurry of blows.
It's alright, what'd you get?
God damn it. Are you kidding? 13 and 12.
They hit.
Do they really?
Yes, they do.
Rolled a 5 and a 3.
Fucking awesome.
For 16 total.
Total, heard. Good chunk out of them. Bam, bam. That's Reed. Rain, you are up. You guys can hear and talk to each other in here just fine.
Rain's gonna walk in, step over that tripwire you just watched. Graceful trip over.
Mm-hmm.
And going to whack that guy with my scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
About a 23.
Absolutely a hit.
It needs to make a strength save.
Strength save?
You have advantage on that first one too. You want to chase it.
That's true because you're a being assistant.
I forgot about that lucky footwork thing. I failed that deck
Shit.
save. I could have.
Was it 17 save?
Yes.
I don't think it would have helped, but.
He saves.
So it's 6 plus 4 plus 8. 15 points damage.
15 points of damage.
First attack. Scimitar, second attack?
Mhm.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah. Rapier was the first. No. Scimitar was the first attack. Rapier's second attack.
with 15 points of damage. You bloodied it.
8.
8 to hit?
8 to hit.
Definitely miss.
The deuce!
But it is
You
bloody.
have your precision.
I do precision. Yeah. That's a superiority, right?
Yep. To your attack roll. Well, it's just your superiority dice to your attack.
Yeah, you just add the superior, so
Oh.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12.
That's a hit.
12's a hit? Okay, cool. Then that'll be
It's just the normal.
D8 plus 12 points of damage.
Good chunks of damage out of him for sure. Into bloodied. And again, this guy almost just kind of looks like a monk, just with those spiny things coming out of his body. Just very, very plain brown, tattered robe cloth thing. That's it for Rain. It'll go.
This should be painful.
Does he need his recharge? Yeah, he's gonna do it. He's gonna. Oh, I forgot to have Balut save from that first one too. From that first con save.
He didn't save. How much damage was it?
He would have taken 13 points of force damage.
He would be gone then.
Okay. Yeah.
They give him all these things. I have evasion and all these benefits, but when it's con saves, they just evaporate. I've got him buffed up to 8 hit points, but you can't get more than that.
Reeg, Gibloot, and Rain, go ahead and give me Constitution saving throws. Save. And 9 is a fail as well.
I'm gonna use my luck points. Damn it, bounce off the fucking 20. That was a con save?
Yeah.
12.
12 is just barely a fail. It's alright though. It's 6 points of force damage if you failed. And you get pushed 15 feet. As you get pushed into the staircase, Rain, give me a dexterity saving throw.
I swear I didn't touch nothing. I didn't touch nothing.
I know. I just read.
11.
Yeah, that's good enough. You stumble down the steps, but you're able to like stay standing. You're not falling down the stairs. You're just fine. But that's it for him. Mist, you are up.
You just went down the stairs. He went over there. They got pushed separate ways.
Yep. It was a straight back type thing. So, Gebloot's mostly level with where he was at.
He's like not flying above him. He's literally
Yeah.
riding on him.
Yeah. Still gets pushed from the effect. And then, because Gebloot was on Reeg.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. Sorry.
And
I
then
thought
Rain went down the steps.
Yeah.
He's not falling down the steps.
No, I was thinking he was on Rain at first, and then
Get cookies from
I'm gonna come in. here on that guy, I will do a anticoagulant dart. For AC 15. He's going to take 7 points of necrotic damage and he can't heal.
Heard.
And then I will command Gebluch to assist Rain by healing him.
Gebluch will go to Rain. Okay. So Gebluch will go over.
He will do
Rain.
one of our healing dart injectors. Wait, where is it? You get 5 hit points. Rain. And that's it for me and him.
She'll go 5, 10. Cast a Thorn Whip. And then spell attack. Hit. So she does 6 points of piercing damage. She's critical, or this creature is critical anyway, and pulled 10 feet. That's it for Xylea.
Oh, I would also say on my turn, remember when they die, they pop.
Rain, give me a perception check. Yeah, absolutely. You hear there is a creature on the steps below you. And one of those guys.
What's the creature doing wrong?
Comes running up the steps. Below. Nice.
69. Don't think I've ever returned the favor.
But it's one of these spiny looking people, seems to be female, and she's gonna try to come at you with a claw bite. Does a 15 hit you?
Nope.
Does a 16 hit you?
Nope.
What about a 17?
No.
Amazing. 9, 10, 11. Cool. So it just does nothing. Very good. Blute. Oh wait. No, I feel like an asshole. Reek.
Just familiar.
I was just excited to say Blute, I promise. Hey, Apple, can you not advertise to me through text message? Thanks.
Hey, would you like to buy this thing?
Would you like to buy Apple Music?
If I wanted to buy it, I would buy it.
Yeah.
Do you want to buy it? 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 Do you want to buy it?
Shut up.
The whole fucking time. It's like,
I'd like to do a really well tumble over the desk there, of course I can, for making sure not to hit that wire again or
Hell yeah.
any wire.
leaping over the desk. You want to come over maybe against the wall towards him?
Yeah.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Triptychs. 23.
Absolutely. Just fucking don't even nary a hair touches the desk. You just fucking leap over it. Boing. Kick off the wall and come down. Seismic freaking punch to this
Hopefully.
pokey dude. Absolutely a hit.
For 10.
10 points of damage. Still up.
Could make 11, huh?
I don't think you can do 11 points of damage. Can you do 11 points of damage in one hit?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
Not a max, no.
Can't quite. Not yet. Soon.
Maybe one. Possibly, not the other.
I think you've hit with a 3, right?
11?
11's a hit.
Oh, okay.
On the nose.
Total.
That was 11 points too much. It falls.
Yeah.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
I was gonna say, is there any way to use any kind of a reaction to, because I know it's gonna blow up?
Unfortunately not. Once you bring it to the point of death, you're basically, your energy you send into this thing's body shoots its spines out, and that's kind of its death throw. Like it just, yeah. You don't know this thing is dead until it pops, basically. You could throw darts at it, but you're up there punching him, so.
Yeah. 23 go?
23. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You fucking like Matrix Neo dodge the spines as they pop. You just fucking do this like spin in midair, and they all just kind of right through you. And it collapses. Splat. Rain, you are up as a new fighter has joined the battle.
I'm going to get this bitch with my rapier.
Absolutely.
About a 23.
23. Definitely a hit.
Then I suppose this and this for a trip attack.
Another strength.
Yep.
10?
Nope.
Yeah. Pop the
Takes,
6 onto this. 16 onto the 6.
17 points of damage.
17. Fucking owie. We call that staggered as she trips.
Did you kill that guy?
And she falls down the steps.
Down the steps.
Falls down the steps, yeah. You hear slam up against something.
He's running on down there after.
Running on down after? Absolutely. And yeah, you see her. She's prone at the bottom of the steps next to a door. Basically right underneath where you're at.
Is that, do I get another attack in there or not?
You can, absolutely. Because it's only probably like 20 feet.
That was my rapier. The first one was sanitarium. This one. That'll be the deuce. No.
Advantage.
You have advantage because she's prone, yeah.
I'll try it out. Like 6, 12.
That's a hit. Sways, what's happening, dude?
Squeezy cat. This crazy squeezy cat.
Buddy.
Do 6 points of damage.
How many?
6.
6 points of damage heard. 6 points of damage. She doesn't like it. That one's dead. Missed. You hear combat happening down the stairs. Oh, also, there is a door back behind you. You would just be aware of that at this point.
How do you look?
I mean, like, probably strike.
That strikes beforehand, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So you guys look fine. I will.
Sweet.
Yeah,
I can't leave it like this.
Your cat just bite you?
Huh?
Your cat just bite you?
Oh, he likes a little bit of love.
But there's an end to it.
Yes.
And you had better figure out what that is before you get bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a fine line. He gives you all the signs.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, okay, you've had enough. And then there are people that are fucking dumb
Right.
who don't know how to behave around cats.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, I'm gonna keep petting it. Oh my god. You can tell he's getting fucking annoyed at you. His tail's lashing like crazy and his ears are back. He's giving you the fucking look.
Yeah.
Maybe stop.
At this point in time, all you do is press your luck. You want to get bit at this point.
I'll move towards. I'll move towards the table
Okay.
where all the stuff is, because I want to start gathering that. And I will command Gabloot to try to murder this person.
Absolutely. Gabloot is up. Gabloot is within 5 feet, so there is no disadvantage on its attack.
Yeah, AC 18.
Absolutely it.
It does 4 points of force damage.
4 points of force damage. That hurts it for sure. She's not happy.
Was she bloodied or critical?
No, she's not quite bloodied.
He will fly up the stairs closer to me.
Flies up to you.
Flies up away from this thing that's going to explode on him. Kind of lands in the chair.
Xylia is up. Just don't really have much. Just kind of call out to you. Are you okay down there?
Wonderful until I finish this thing off.
Okay. This thing will stand up. Try and brawl you. Brawl with him. That one always misses, and we know that that one misses, but that one hits for AC 24. Just a claw, yeah. And that's 10 points of slashing damage. Missed with the other claw bite, though. Rig, you are up. What you wanna do?
Where's the good book?
I don't want to get caught in the hallway. Or down there. Just put myself like right on this level, but where the stairs meet. I'm just kind of ready action in case someone decides to come up or down.
Sure, yeah. It's chilling right at the edge as well. Rain, you're up. They say kill a bitch.
Yep. Throw a whacking on this bitch. With my rapier.
Yeah. You want to do any superiority attacks?
Yes. Just lose a little that strength save.
Doing some trips. Off the 18 onto the 4 is a fail, so she's prone. Splat.
So it's 17.
17 points of damage. That'll put her in a bloody for sure.
No, that was a 2-hit. AC
Oh.
17.
Oh, 17 to hit for sure. You would have had advantage on your second attack, by the way.
No. This is my first attack.
Oh, precision strike? Or
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah.
Trip.
Oh, that's a damage, right?
No. I didn't add this to it.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
I rolled
So yeah,
An 11.
definitely hit.
and got a 11 on this.
Yep.
Plus 6 is 17.
Yep.
So this is I saving for damage, which is a D8
Nice.
plus 4 plus my superiority. So 6, 7, 8, and 4 is 12.
12 points of damage. Okay.
Wasn't
12
quite 17, but not bad.
That's all right. Yeah, she's still bloodied.
Then scimitar.
And this is with advantage. She is prone.
Gives me an 18.
18 to hit for sure.
6 plus 4, 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage, absolutely. And that will put her into critical even. Mist, you are up.
Over. Is Rain just like right there?
No, Rain is down the
Yeah,
loop.
so I can't even see there.
Yeah. You can hear him down there. And it sounds like he's whooping ass. Like, you don't hear him calling out in pain, really. You heard him go, ugh, and then just, like,
I'll say, Rain, come up here and I can hear you once you're done with that one.
you hear a lot of,
And then I'll start gathering up all the papers on this table
absolutely,
into my bag.
easy enough. Give me an investigation while you do that.
$22.
Absolutely. You sweep off all the papers, and you notice at the far end of the desk table thing, there's like 2 little finger holes, and pops a little latch open, and there is a big old ring of keys there. Any commands to give loot?
Just ready to attack if something comes out.
10-4. Marlene's just... Do you need healing?
They're fine.
She'll go.
Ish.
Right. 3 attacks. Claw, claw, bite. Well, the bite misses, because that's always a miss. But we know 17 misses you as well. Does an 18 hit you? 18's a miss? That's a miss. So then we are at Reek. You chilling? Ready?
Yeah.
Rain.
Rain. She didn't stand up,
Oh, yeah, sorry. Should have stood up for sure.
so. Another trip
Might
attack.
as well have been a time.
Another trip attack. Oh, is this with advantage or no?
No,
No, okay.
just regular attack.
Then that's a dirty 20.
Definitely a hit.
And that's a trip attack.
Trip attack, so strength save. Fucking nope, she fails it again with a 9.
18 points damage.
18 points of damage, actually.
I'm sorry. 13 points damage.
Oh, okay, 13, okay. 13, she's still up.
Okay.
But she's prone, so you have advantage.
Advantage is a 22.
Definitely a hit. You can't do it.
Another 10 points damage.
Yeah, dead. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Dex saving throw. Damn, 21.
Yeah, absolutely. No damage. As she pops. And avoid most of the spines that burst out from her body. You know that it's coming, so you're kind of like, poke. Step away like, nah. Explodes these little spines out, and that's seemingly it for now. You're staring at a wall, big old doorway right in front of you, nice and shut. She's been up against.
Kind of. She came down here, right?
She came from down here. From down here. So she
Right.
came up to you. Yeah.
But we wound up back down here because she came back down here, right?
You followed
I
her down
tripped
here.
her.
Yeah, you tripped her down the stairs.
Okay. I'll go back up the stairs.
Okay.
Tell everybody there's a door down there.
Do 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 boop.
And yeah, I could probably use some healing.
Xylia can toss some your way if you want.
I wouldn't complain.
We're looking at staggered, bloody. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it does. You just
1
dagger.
point away from bloodied.
Close to bloody. Okay. Yeah, she'll drop a second level cure in you.
Well, I can heal before she does that.
Yeah? Oh, okay.
Yeah, as soon as that, because she's dead. So
Yeah.
I told you to come up and I can heal you. I can heal.
Yeah.
Oh, are you out of?
Yep. Out of combat.
Because I can do this without consuming spell slots or anything like that. Usually do this. So you can heal.
Just slap it to heal.
Just start off at first. I'll give you 10 hit points.
Cool. You said more. Perfect.
If she wants to do a first little spell, she can do that. No,
Yeah.
I just wouldn't want to blow whatever big spells.
10 hit points.
Cool.
Level
Plus
spell.
3.
Almost a fun
But yeah. What all would you like to do? Having dispatched these two
There's a
people.
big old door at the bottom of the stairs.
I want to go through these papers now we're out of combat to see what it is that Paul take the keys.
Appears like it is definitely like a person's inventory. Looks like it's paperwork for each individual that's been brought in, but it's very, very mundane information as far as like what you'd expect medical paperwork to be. It's literally like a physical description of the person, no name, and like a list of symptoms and a number.
It's literally how I track the party I run with. Mundane descriptions.
Experiment number 1.
Yeah.
That's literally like that's what kind of vibes you're getting from these.
Well, here's experiment.
So in that regard,
You are experiment number 12.
12. Okay.
just naturally, Mist, you would
You're number
know
41.
that these are the experiments in the cells easily. And there's more papers here than there are cells. Just by sheer intelligence, you're like, there's a lot of fucking paper here. And yeah, there's a lot of cells, but there's a lot of paper here.
Yep. And does it talk about any, do any of them have like multiple stages, or just kind of what they were when they got here?
Yeah,
Or does it like talk about the evolution of the...
it does. It talks about some of them, you know, becoming engulfed in flame, spontaneously combusting, turning into ash. Some of them going crazy and just losing their minds and are basically just insane, incoherent, unresponsive. Give me an investigation check. As you're kind of sifting through.
11.
Yeah, you're also picking up information of like it seems like there is evidence of these people have said once they've reached the stage with abyssal wings, skin resistant to fire, things like that. So it appears like they have done experiments even on some of the mutations in the creatures that have survived the blight. But that's the only thing that you're getting just from kind of like sifting and looking through. Most of the pages that you're grabbing are just these experiment page, patient 49, and you know, spontaneously combusted, turned to ash, now unresponsive.
Cool.
But it will take some time to kind of sift through all of this stuff.
Do I specifically notice any ones that say that they haven't succumbed to insanity? Maybe probably not with that.
Not with,
stage.
yeah. It'll definitely take more time to kind of sift through.
So this breakdown of all the creatures here, we can quickly denote and figure out which ones here have lost their minds. Find out which ones haven't. That'll be a good understanding of which ones we should free and which ones we shouldn't. Perhaps. Though also freeing them could cause a spread of the Weave-Blight throughout the city, but not at much of a more rate than having you guys here would. You worked hand in hand building the wall with all of the people of the city, so if we spread from one creature to another, you probably spread it to them. It's not necessarily a negative side effect of releasing these guys into their single mind. Must be capable of helping defend the place. If not, we release them and tell them to head up northeast. There's a group of people up there who are looking for them. It was northeast that raided this area.
Yeah.
So, like, oh cool, you're a terrible, horrific monster. Let's send you over towards those people who are trying to kill us.
Follow that path.
We have keys now. We have a door behind us. We have a door in front of us. We have a door downstairs. Would like to at least maybe investigate the rest of this floor before we do anything.
Definitely.
Let's go back to that first door that was locked and see if any of the keys work in it.
Absolutely. Did you do anything with the bodies?
Drag them out. Throw them outside the building.
Of course. Head back to this first room. Start trying keys.
Yep.
Going. You have a massive fucking key ring. Just going. Trying. It seems like they're pretty freaking elaborate multi-teethed keys. Relatively delicate, but most of these you're seeing aren't really fitting into this lock. Doesn't seem like any of these necessarily belong to this door.
Let's try them.
Into that door that's on this level, in the room with the desk.
Go back, try that one. Same thing. Looks like the locks are kind of built differently in here than maybe the cells were.
So I'll just put that back in the bag of holding. These keys are clearly from the cells. I can try to unlock this door though. 17?
Yeah, unlocks. Open it on up. Yeah. Does that sound alright? Pop this on open? Yeah.
I want to go for a nap.
You want to go for a nap? Okay. Motherfucker, did I do that wrong?
Yeah, sure did.
I absolutely fucking did. God damn it. Usually I'm supposed to fucking know how to read.
Challenge Kind of helps.
Kind of helps. Every now and then, but sometimes. The important thing is I knew something was wrong. That wasn't set up completely correctly. Okay. Dylan? Reality bounce. Fucking A. We'll do a little bit more paying attention.
That's ominous. So that's ominous. I like it.
Good. The way it is supposed to be.
I was talking about the music.
Fuck you.
Understand? Fuck me.
I go by myself. Yeah. More doors. More doors. Door here. And you got a door here.
You see more doors?
More doors. More doors. Lots of doors. There's doors everywhere, man. Sometimes there's doors, sometimes there's not, man.
You said more doors.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried about
I'd be worried if there's hobbits behind the door.
You would be worried?
I would be worried.
Another spiral staircasey thingy happening.
And of course I do pick up the pouch that was on loot.
Yes. Of course. Naturally.
So there's a one healer's kit and also one healing potion.
Yeah. You open the door and you have 3 doors pretty much directly in front of you and to your right, and then you have 3 doors along the wall to your left. And I mean, you can kind of peek in and notice that there is also another kind of mirrored door off to the side over here. Directly across from you, just in the faint low light, you can see there is a spiral staircase. Looks like it. Left side goes up, right side descends in the far corner, and then maybe a hallway off to the right.
Walk in. Walk just directly over to the end of the hall, right there, and look down and I see the door there.
Yep, and it looks like it has one of those turn latches on it.
I'll walk over and unlatch it,
Easy enough.
and then I'll come back. I think we should investigate these doors first. Small rooms.
So, yeah, and these look like kind of like the wooden doors throughout. It doesn't look like they are cell doors, and none of them are locked. They open right up. opening them up. It looks like they just have very, very simple mattresses and just like a blanket on them.
Quarters. Take the blankets.
Yeah, absolutely. You're noticing that in these there are no real signs of living anymore. It doesn't necessarily seem like there's any waste. None of the beds are unkept. None of them actually appear to really have been used or slept in who knows how long.
Still taking off the blankets.
What you gonna do? Build you a fort?
He killed us, built a fort.
I hit up those doors and kind of.
I need massive amounts of cloth and herbs to make like herbalism kits, which would help me make bandages.
Tons of bandages and shit.
Make tons of bandages. Plus, also, if some creature is living in here and making its bed, well, now it's going to be cold at night.
Mm-hmm.
It's fair enough.
Absolutely true. And then you've got one more door in this area. Appears to be unlocked.
Oh, in that corner?
This corner. Yeah, and I mean, and Mist went over and unlocked this, but you can even open that up from this side, and it does appear to have like a little handle lock. You can just flip it, and knob turns just fine. You can open it up and see it's exactly where you were at the beginning. There's that door that's still open. Shut the door and work your way on back. There's one more door here, and then you got your staircase.
That door.
Stick to this floor. Look at that door in the corner.
Door in the corner. Door in the corner is unlocked.
Well, that just begs me to open it.
Now, where do you want? Good blue.
Um,
Just kind of out and about.
I'll be a little bit further back, and he'll be on me for now. And if the door's not locked, I don't need to open it. He'll just stay with me.
Chilling on your boy, Reed, where you want to be? So it's just kind of been
Up in the jet with me?
Yeah. Right there, yeah.
chilling. Open up the door. Absolutely. You can see a ginormous, like tall, well-built, sturdy wooden chair. Looks like it's got armrests and a really, really tall back. Appears to be maybe some sort of creature sitting in it. And then just straight out in front of you, it's a square platform. And directly out ahead just appears to be this kind of like grayish, like liquid water pool. So this is all open, basically.
Right.
You can see out from that corner. And in fact, give me a perception check.
15.
15? Absolutely. 15, you can see there is a lip that seems to go around the corner. That the pool does not seem to make contact with. It sits below that surface. But as that happens, it's going to be another initiative. Damn it.
disintegrate on this thing.
Nice. Quick and easy.
Okay. And that's good. Yes. Okay. We got Shriek.
13.
13 heard. Mist. 8. 8. 6. Rain.
Right after me.
11.
11. Excellent, guys. Good.
I'm behind Reek.
What'd you get?
14 or 13.
Oh, 13. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. You got your R names, alright? It's tough. It's tough over here. Brutal. Yeah, so, you see this, humanoidish figure that's just kind of in the chair, and you can see with the tall, like, back of the chair, looks like its arms are kind of all the way down to the ground almost, and like kind of touching its knees, but it doesn't seem to be hunched over. And as you're looking at it, you see it kind of like opens up its arms a little bit, and you're starting to see that it has maybe multiple arms. But then as it turns around, it has these empty, like whitish gray eye sockets, and it just seems to be skin-tight flesh as this monstrosity turns the corner at you. I don't think we have anything quite for it, but pull something fun. I wish they had minis for them. That'd be pretty sick. We'll use the scythe guy. Why not? But he turns around the chair, and he actually has these massive spikes at the ends of his arms. Very, very tight skin as you look, and you see our buddy right there. Jeez. Buddy. Buddy.
Doc Ock, but just gross.
Pokies. And you can see its skin is tight, but it does seem to have like that almost like scrubs brownish cloth over its body, like it was a person at some point. It's just not anymore. But it gets to go first. It's gonna come up to you. Let's see here. We're gonna arm spikes. So it's just going to be 1 and 1. So I'm going to do 1 on Reeg, AC 21, and 1 on Rain. That's a miss for sure. AC 13. Reeg, my guy. You take 7 points of piercing damage. Gets you. And that's it for him. Reed, you are up.
Yeah, really. So, I've been wanting a bagel with my coffee.
I'm getting a fucking bagel.
I ain't getting a fucking bagel.
I wish you could, damn you fucker. 13.
13's a miss.
No bagels with that coffee.
You go to punch into him, and just like you hit into the scrubs, and you just hit tight flesh, and it just has 0 reaction. Just pop, nothing.
Apparently, I do not have fucking double digits today.
Yeah.
I did on the first roll, the very first roll. 17?
17's a hit.
And then 14.
14's a miss, unfortunately. So, yeah, you get 1 solid body blow, but it doesn't seem to react. So you, like, back fist its face, and that gets its attention. And then you, like, try and sweep in a kick, and its legs just don't give it all. Just
6.
6 points of damage.
Bloodied, right?
No. Rain, you are up.
He's like, oh gosh, here we go again. Hit it with the rapier.
Absolutely. Give it a little pokey poke.
Do a tripping attack because the fucker needs to lay down.
Sure.
So do a 12 AC.
That's a miss.
Luck
Unfortunately.
says, how about a 23?
23 is definitely a hit. So a strength save, you say?
Yes. Or is that strength or dex?
Strength for trip. Yeah.
Strength, yeah.
A 21 save.
That'll do it.
You go to trip it and you notice its giant claw arms just like grab the door.
So it's going to take 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage heard.
Then I'm going to attack it with the scimitar. That'll be a 24 AC.
You said 15 points of damage, right?
Yes.
My bad. Anyway, what? 15 AC?
24 AC.
24 AC. I'll definitely hit. Yeah, absolutely.
With the scimitar makes it a 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage heard.
D6. Rocking it tonight.
Well, that's your fucking boy right there. Staggered. Staggered.
I think when Mikey left, he left his aura over here.
I think so.
That's it for rain. Mist, you are up.
I will. Lord. How are you looking now?
I'm alright. I'm hit, but I'm alright.
I'm going to start with an anti-coagulant dart on big guy.
Heard?
AC 15.
15's a hit. Yeah, absolutely.
For 4 points of damage, and he cannot heal.
Heard. 4 points of damage, cannot.
And then I will command the Gabloot to throw a heal into Reek.
Heal Reeg, heard. Gabloot is up. Toss that heal into Reeg.
And he's going to get 6 hit points. Cool. His heal's small, so I'm like,
No, it's fine.
something.
It only puts me one off, so good.
So what you're saying is my heal failed.
Okay, no, it's cool.
I'm trying my best over here.
That would be better.
Sorry, I rolled a 2, not a 3.
Should have rolled 3.
50% chance of healing you to full health. Failed. Get it. Let's go.
Right.
Just gonna cast Moonbeam on him.
Moonbeam.
Cylinder of sorts. Dropping it. Still don't know
You're
what
not
happened
doing
with our
the
Moonbeam.
flanking roll, right? Or nothing?
Yeah, I forgot to look for it. Because I know we have a movie.
Yeah, it's somewhere. I'm sure it is. But starts its turn there, so I don't have any. I guess that's gonna be pretty much now. Starts its turn there for the first time. It is engulfed in ghostly flames. Must make a Constitution saving throw. Absolutely. But it takes half damage anyway. 12, so 6 points of radiant damage on this guy. This one's radiant. And it's not a shape changer actually, so that don't matter.
This is his original shape.
This,
Not exactly.
This is now his true form.
Definitely not the original.
He just reverts back to like the human that they originally started.
It
experimenting
becomes
on.
pre-blight. You immediately found the fucking cure. You just have to moonbeam people. If you survive the radiance, you are alive.
I can stabilize your emperor.
But now it's going, and it says, "Hey, how about we have some fun?" Okay. This sucks. I hit you. I'm gonna grab you. Oh no. That one always hits, buddy. So that's gonna be a hit. You are grappled.
Has anybody thrown a 20 on this side of the table yet?
Not tonight.
Look, just
Yeah,
ask him.
Did you?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a dirty 20 earlier.
I did a dirt 20.
Yeah, I did too.
I think you're the one who did an extra. It wasn't on attack roll though.
No, it was a
I don't
save.
attack, really. I mean, I guess I do a little bit, but not a lot.
It was an on-save or something. Or no, it was a check.
It was a check.
Check.
Perception check on the ice creature.
Reed, it will take 30 points of piercing damage. You are grappled.
Damn, dude.
You still conscious?
Mm-hmm.
All right, there you go.
Definitely not liking it.
You grapple one creature at a time. That was its recharge, so that's what he does. Reed, you are up. You are currently grappled. You could try to escape if you wanted. That is an action. Or you can attempt to fight him if you like. But the pokies and things have basically completely caged around you and are like squeezing you against his body, and you're just staring into its lifeless eyes as it's looking at you.
Give him a kiss.
Oh, and technically, until the grapple ends, you are frightened, and it's like getting into your head as it's staring.
I'm definitely trying to escape now.
Yeah. Do some escape. You can give me an acrobatics, which would be at disadvantage because you're frightened, but you have advantage on it, so it's just a straight roll.
Of course not.
What'd you get?
9.
9, yeah. Unfortunately, you are still grappled for the time being. That's what you got. Rain, you are up.
Rain. Going to hit that thing with the rapier. How about a 17?
17's a hit, absolutely.
It's a hit. And I will do a trip attack again.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. 13 and 17 points of damage.
17 points of damage heard. Bloodied for sure.
Second attack.
As you stab into him, this thing reacts to your poke and squeezes Reeg. Looks like there's not really a way to squeeze Reeg anymore, but Reeg, in your head, you hear this scream as you stare into its eyes. And you take 9 points of psychic damage.
I'm dead.
Unconscious?
Dead.
He said dead.
You did say dead.
Second attack.
Second attack, absolutely.
I thought the 18. Take it that 10 does
Oh,
not hit.
hold on. I didn't make my save. Which a 10 fails your save, right?
Yes.
So he does fall prone, still grappling Reeg.
So that was with advantage then?
So yeah, it would be with advantage, so you can reroll.
God damn it. Same thing. I take that up. Well, no. 12 doesn't hit.
A 12 does not hit, unfortunately.
Precision attack. 16?
A 16 does hit.
Then that'll be a 10 points of damage.
10 points.
God damn!
Very good. Well done, well done. That's it for rain.
Oh, no. Action surge.
Do it. The action. You have advantage on your attack.
Rapier.
There you fucking go. Hell yeah, dude. All right.
That's what you need to do is use up all of your dice, and then you can get your
Then I
crits.
start working on this, yeah.
You have to be like, oh, that's a no, I've checked to that.
So this.
Fishing striker.
Fuck. And they lowball me. Come on, dudes. They're doing so well. 9 points of critical damage. Motherfuckers.
9 points of damage. Okay.
One less
Looking critical. Looking fucked up. Hacking into him pretty good. Missed. Knocked him pretty far into fucking bloody with that one hit. Wow, that 17 fucking points of damage. It's a whack.
Can I get over to here? Full move?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And this thing is still holding on to Reeg as best it can. It looks like the moonbeam is starting to stop.
I will hit Reeg. Reeg, you get 11. And then command. Total of 16.
Yep, move to heal you. Yep. Couple heals into Reeg. Xylee is going to stop the moonbeam. She doesn't want to hit Reeg.
She can't move it. Just out of the way. I guess.
I mean, it's like holding Reeg.
Well, I know,
to
but I'm
it,
talking
but
like move it.
Well, yeah.
5 feet of it.
she can move it definitely back.
Yeah. I don't know. Does it take her action to move it? I can't remember.
I think it does.
Yeah. I think it does too. So yeah, she might just let it fall. I just don't know how many spells she has.
Yeah, you can use an action to move it, and she doesn't. She doesn't want you have to deal with that. But you've been hitting it, and it hasn't continued to kind of squeeze and do its thing. So she's going to try and hit it while she has advantage with some Rattle Savagery. So that's what she got, and that will definitely hit for some acid damage. Kind of bites into him, all savage-like. But yeah, that's unfortunately it's still alive, still going. Doesn't really matter if it gets its recharge back. So still has you grappled. You're still frightened, but it's gonna go ahead and try to make some arm strikes. It's gonna do one at mist and one at rain. So mist, AC 17.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Pings off the armor. Ooh. See, I mean, even if I flipped him, I would have missed you. But AC 25 hits you.
Definitely.
So that's a pokey, which is going to do this amount.
This is why I like to be in front.
Points of piercing damage.
It's just this little pokey thing just thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally just
Off
like
my
slides
body.
off of your armor, doesn't it?
And a little tear in his shirt.
That would have missed me too. Just saying.
You don't know it. The numbers
But the
don't
other-
exist.
the one
you
that-
just see a spike hit my armor and
Right.
it's like swinging off of me.
But the one that got him like right in the gut.
Yeah, I was like,
Fucking god damn it. But that's all he's got.
Oh my God.
That's what he's got. Reed, you are up.
Trying to get out
At
of
the... Oh yeah, no, you're good. You're good. You want to try and escape?
Start of your turn, you die. Forever.
20, 30.
To escape? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you pop right out of his arms. Bloop. That was your action. Anything for your bonus action? You can't flurry unless you
Oh,
attack.
that's right.
I don't know if you have any other bonus actions, but...
Just a regular unarmed strike.
Sorry, he definitely would have stood up, by the way.
Just a regular unarmed strike. It says.
Yeah, just one flat.
Yeah.
Well, I think with two-weapon fighting, you had to have attacked.
It's
on
not.
the
It's
first
not the. It's the monk thing,
attack, right?
It's the monks. Well, I think you still have to attack for the bonus action. Because you can either, when you attack, you can use a bonus action to attack again, or you can use a bonus action to flurry of blows and use a key point.
Yeah. So you escaped though, which is very, very good. Rain, you are up.
Well, gonna go after with the rapier. Took a 24.
Absolutely a hit.
8 points damage.
8 points of damage. Looks like it's still standing.
Scimitar. 25.
Absolutely a hit.
Oh. 5 points damage.
5 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to clarify. Missed.
Been throwing 10s with that one all night.
I
Gives me a
know.
1.
Anti-coagulant dart.
Anti-coagulant dart.
EC 16.
16's a hit.
Yep. He takes 2 points of necrotic damage.
How do you want to do this?
This guy like stands up. He's got those dead eyes that are just staring at the rest of the party. And I'll just take the dart and I go like right to the side, back of the skull, and shoot the anticoagulant in, and you can see that his whole body that's already fucked up with everything starts to go through. The wounds from them just start to kind of open up more. His blood's just pouring out of him, and he just can't even keep it together anymore. Just collapses to the ground.
Straight up juice this guy. Blood and ooze just out from him, and just his tall spiny arms look like they try and catch him in the doorway, and he just slumps, collapses.
I want that chair.
And that's it for combat.
You?
Oh,
But that chair would be nice. I like the desk. I like the chair. It would be a good workspace for me. We don't have to keep it here. Just maybe if we take it out here.
Probably would not want to keep it
Yeah, looking at the desk, same thing. Looks like there's a neater stack of papers. It looks like it's just collected dust. Just kind of gross old papers. Haven't been moved, haven't been touched, nothing. And yeah, just the solid flat surface, but solid, well-built desk. No drawers or anything, just a flat surface.
Take the papers and keep them separate. When I pull a piece of blanket out, wrap them up, tuck them back in the bag home.
Looking out into the water, again, kind of gray, oozy, looks a lot like what was coming out of the trees, just in heavier volume. This just looks like kind of the cleary, grayish ooze,
That comes out if it's either.
just
I got the bugs.
flat. You're not seeing like any movement like from the pool. It just seems to be completely stagnant. It's tough to see beneath the surface, really.
it's alright if you guys want. I'm gonna take 5.
Yeah, no, it's. Can you take this chair with you? Just take this out of the building. And we'll go outside and rest. Don't ruin the legs on it.
So I'm just still sitting here covered in blood.
Like
Well,
you
not
got blood
bloody,
kind of
but-
coming out of your eyes and
Yeah.
ears,
Hit
and
you with some heels. You're not terrible.
I think I have like blood-stained wraps. You're like, fucking.
We'll go outside and we'll heal up, but I may need to sit in this chair for a moment after I heal you. I can't do that if you don't bring it out. Could you help me with this desk?
And Xylia can help as
Isn't
well.
that thing like stone?
No, it's
wooden?
wooden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's wooden. Just very, very sturdy, well built. You can kind of weave it through the doors easy enough. Pull out the furniture then.
Well, the chair and the desk.
Absolutely. As you're all doing that, give me perception checks.
Now, of course.
Seven.
Of course. The nat 20.
Now 20.
Now,
That's
of
awesome.
course.
What'd you get?
17.
17?
16.
16? 17, 16, yeah. As you're kind of pulling the desk, and you kind of move to angle it, and you notice that there is that, like, lip of an edge there. And it does seem like it has, like, an etched line in it. And there's maybe, like, 6 inches of space that kind of leads out, and you can kind of peek around the corner and see
Your door.
the door down there and peek to the other end, and it's just a massive pool in there. But as you kind of peek your head through, the two of you and you would all notice that, well, that's kind of interesting. So this whole area is just silenced. Reeg, as you're kind of picking up on that, you just kind of get the inclination to kind of like look up, and you see at about the 15-foot mark, kind of like these little pinholes in the ceiling. Doesn't really look like anything else that you've seen in this structure.
Lay down their ears right above the hole. It's just
Right, just
Looks like lots of little holes in the ceiling, all above the pool.
I'm getting this attention. Point to note.
Well, it's not silent in the square room. Oh my god.
cheaper outside. I think it's just less obvious if you pick it up and carry it out.
Am I even strong enough to pick this thing
Give me an
Cheaper.
athletics. Give me an athletics.
up? Sorry.
You're in dump stat strength.
No.
It's a chair, and you're currently freaking blighted out your ass for strength.
Yeah, you can carry pretty well.
Come look at this. Come look at this.
You just
Come
drop
look at
two
this.
20s.
Asking you
Yeah, I told you to get me
Start
a
the
chair.
session.
If you focus on
Ask
the
for
important
about
things,
20s.
it's okay.
In fact, you're so pissed off at him, and you were dragging the chair, right?
Mhm.
You literally just kind of like lift, and it's like a fucking like 7-foot back tall ass chair, sturdy ass wood. You one arm it and just kind of like hold it over your shoulder and angle it in a way where you can get through the fucking doorways,
Yeah, exactly.
walking through like it's nothing.
That's simple.
What are the chances of that?
1 in 400.
1 in 400.
Yeah. And how many times do we roll in a week? Close to 400. Not really, but probably like it's
Ryuma rolled about 400
to
times a week.
situation.
I've done that once in a combat situation.
Yeah.
Dave remembers that one.
Yeah.
That was with Pigpen.
Yeah.
It was dropped to 20. You go, okay, well, this guy, you think he was there, but he's not, so now you got to roll another attack to see if you actually hit him. 20. No, I really fucking hit him.
That was me.
That's fine. Do you remember 3rd edition?
Because
Killing things?
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
you're rolling when you crit, you'd have to. So
Explode.
if you rolled a 20, you'd have to roll another 20 to confirm the critical. So you'd have to basically
really?
roll 20, and then you'd actually have to hit again, and then it'd be critical. If you rolled a second 20, you could roll a third 20. If you rolled 3 20s, you automatically killed anything you were fighting.
Oh shit.
Just dead.
Yeah.
Don't throw the harder, but it's happened before.
The one
Player
campaign
once.
that Tyler DM'd, I ran into a tent as my fucking fighter. It was a staff fighter. And, or no, I wasn't a staff fighter. It was his caster. His caster ran out of spells, only had a quarterstaff. And I was like an archer ranger type.
You run in on the.
I ran in on him, and he triple 20 me with his quarterstaff.
Yeah, this little caster, no weapons left, super weak little guy, and just like dink, and just hit you right in the temple, and you just died.
Dead. Yeah, I was like, way to start the campaign. Fucking amazing. Because we did everything on the table at that time. And it was like, that's a 20. Oh, that's a 20. Oh, there, yep, that's it. Fucking fantastic.
Dope.
I don't even remember that character's name. Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter. Actually, I do remember that character's name. It's sad. But pull out the furniture.
Pull out those, and then I will. You're doing rough. Let's do a healing injection on you,
Just the way your mother likes it.
and that'll be 12 hit points. So you get 12 points.
You're taking the furniture too. You bastards.
How are you, Nikki?
Good.
How are you?
I only need 4. Oh, I'm just 4 down.
Well, we're going to take a short rest, yes? While they take a short rest, I would like to pull the 6 beds out.
Absolutely. Take the mattresses out. Mm-hmm. Easy enough. They aren't attached to the floor or anything. You can just drag them out.
And then 2 big chairs, and then the short desk I'd like to pull out.
Mm-hmm.
Probably need help with that other long desk, even though it's thin. Do you think I could get that out myself?
It's thin. You can get it out
Yeah, I'll
yourself.
get it out. Just bring it out.
Yeah.
Just literally clearing everything out of
You
this
can
place.
basically pick it up in the middle and like kind of teeter-totter it. And
bring it, and like literally bring it all out just outside the fence.
Yeah.
Because we have burnt down ends and stuff like that. We use pretty much every salvageable bit of material to rebuild the walls and stuff. So
absolutely.
now we have some chairs and desks and stuff. Granted, I had a nice big desk out there.
Big chair, big desk. Hell yeah. Well,
Short rest it.
as you've gone through that, you will get a short rest. And we'll call it there. Well done, gentlemen. You've kind of gotten to see a little bit more about what's inside the sanitarium.
Would I have picked up on any more since with my history now that I've been in a little more than just looking at it from the outside, or does that matter? If you don't want to play it, don't worry.
No,
Because I mean, this is obviously not a fucking sanitarium if it's got this fucking.
correct.
Or at least I wouldn't.
Seeing the inside of this place is only making you more confused about what the fuck is going on in here.
This is obviously an experiment. It's a laboratory. It's designed to test and infect and exacerbate the condition of blight to the point of either burnout or evolution to a different life form.
Unless they're pulling these life forms from somewhere.
I'll literally
else.
pull the dusty stack of papers and then take the really shitty ones and sit down at the nice desk in front of here and just set the other ones in front of you.
Start reading through papers. Absolutely. Cool. Yeah, we'll definitely call it there. We'll pick up next week with some more Weave-Blight. But please tune in tomorrow for some Oceanbound. Episode 25?
Something like that. It's gonna get fun.
It's fucking crazy. Episode 25. And we got some good shit happening. We have an entire fleet up on the island.
Is it episode 25? I think it's episode 25.
Might be 25 or 26.
That's somewhere around there.
That's what
But
This is episode 25.
yeah, crazy good shit happening. Join us all as Dave takes over the DM spot. I jump over on the player's side, and we see if we can't continue to piss people off on an island with pretty strict rules.
Damn good at that.
Yeah.
Quiz has an entire fleet looking for him, so it's gonna be great. Tune in tomorrow.
Just
Check it out.
remember how much you guys hate those rules.
Yeah,
Just imagine
But-
something made those rules no longer in place on that island.
right? That would be interesting. If anything like that could happen.
Quiz.
It's gonna get messy. We pissed off a lot of people, so we'll see. Peace out.